Cool. All right. Hey, morning, everybody. Saturday morning. You're watching the Salsa Parlor Morning Show. It's a show about whatever. It's Saturday morning cartoons for adults. This week, what have we got going on for you? What's up with baby teeth? They're all over the place, and I mean that literally. That's going to be a creepy picture we show to you up front and have a lot of fun with it. Next up on the chopping block, kill Tony Hinchcliffe. That's what a lot of people are saying, and or the stands of the world said he did nothing wrong. You decide. Google what he said last week. It was pretty fun. Me? I don't know. The CDC, they're down with not masks now, so that's always fun. Holy shit, baby skulls are metal as fuck. Moving into it, I almost want to throw up looking at that. World War III, could it be started in the Middle East? Who had money on it? You're going to win big. Then we're going to do a Would You Rather game, and then Block of Cringe. I'm one of the resident jackass hosts of this show. Lou Michael with me, as always.
Hello, I am Elena Bamfield.
Hello, I'm Jake Ford.
And
Hi, I'm Tim Hill.
Oh, shit, Tim Hill.
Very robotic intro.
Hey, guys.
Hello,
Hey, guys.
I am Jake Ford.
You know what? We gotta do something different.
The
I
intro's
hate the
always
intro.
awkward.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like being like, hey, I'm Jake Ford.
The intro feels like the first time you get naked in front of somebody new every week, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like,
That's a good way to describe it.
like, Tim, how are you doing? You're back in it.
Always
you're
good,
Subbing
dude.
in. You're sitting in.
I'm getting out of here next week, so I'm happy that you guys had me. I'm really appreciative of it. Having a good last week. Back in my car into my mom's car, almost getting fought at Cabbage Patch last night. It's a good victory lap.
That's a good Michigan send off to crash a car in a driveway and then get in a fight. Did you get in a fight last night?
No, this guy was he was trying to fight like 15 of us. Like it was everybody at Cabbage Patch at the time, and
Did he have a Detroit versus everybody shirt on?
No, he was wearing a Columbia red hoodie.
Okay.
What's it called? And he kept yelling at us. He kept saying, "You ain't safe in Grosse Pointe."
Again, I will say that is Grosse Pointe City motto. Actually,
It's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Like you grew up in Grosse Pointe, pretty much, right?
Half and half.
Safest place for miles in any direction of Grosse Pointe.
Yeah, I'll
in
say
any
this much,
direction you go.
if you're a rich white person.
I mean, either
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I guess
Either
you're
way.
right.
But no, what's it called? We were outside talking about Netflix, The Degenerates, and he was smoking a cigarette kind of near us, and I said the word The Degenerates, and he misunderstood me and was like, "What are you talking about immigrants for? Why are you talking bad about immigrants?"
And then you should have said, "Why do you think they're degenerates?"
Well, no, yeah, but no, I tried to. I'm initially not confrontational at all, so I was like, "Oh no, you misunderstood me. The words sound similar, and you're very drunk." And then another open micer stepped in very antagonistically.
Oh yeah,
and was
you
like,
want to name names or no?
Not really. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. He was just like, "Sit down, man. Like, fuck you. Like, he's not." No jokes, just like kind of tell him to fuck off and sit down, you know?
Yeah.
And so then the drunk guy yells at him to sit down. He's already sitting. And good friend of everybody's, Kevin Patzell, looks at him and he goes, "Did you just tell someone who is already sitting down to sit down?" And everybody laughs. Everybody laughs at the guy, and now the guy's getting all hot and mad. You know, he got laughed at.
I love that mild-mannered Kevin upped the fight to a new level.
Oh, yeah, no, Kevin really Kevin took it to a whole new level, honestly.
Yeah.
Kevin was the initial first fight, yeah.
Instigator.
Yeah.
Wait, Kevin was the guy who fucking...
Absolutely, because Kevin made the joke, everybody was laughing at him, and then the guy kept doing this
Yeah.
to Kev. The fucking...
You want
the fucking expose move.
Spread eagle fight move, yeah.
Yeah, and so Kev was like, "Fuck you, go away, like... I don't like you. You're a bitch." He called him a bitch, and that's what pissed him off the most.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not a fighting person. I'm a very, very frail boy. But I was like, now my friend is yelling at a drunk person, and he's sitting down. So I need to stand up in case my friend is sitting down and gets punched in the side of the head by this drunk person.
Like that, you're getting tactical about it. You're like,
yeah. But then I stood up, Kevin stood up, the couple other people were just like, it was like four of us just like all around him, and he got a little intimidated at the time, and went and sat down. He went and sat down, and then another guy, Patrick McFarland, I will say Patrick's name. Patrick diffused the fuck out of the situation for quite a while.
Yeah.
He was just over there smoking cigarettes and talking to the guy. But then the guy kept thinking we were talking about him or talking to him or in reference to him.
Yeah.
And he kept standing up and coming back over to fight us. So one narky ass open micer goes inside and tells the bartender that there's a drunk guy out there trying to fight Tim.
Okay.
Uses my name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hang on. That should just that's a little ego pat right there. Because you're the guy out there.
Why am I trying to get fought? No,
This
now I'm the
guy-
guy who has to talk to the bartender. No, the bartender comes out. He's like, "What's good?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. He's just being annoying. He's bothering us and stuff. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If he tries to attack one of us, it's a lot of us out here. We're not gonna stomp on him.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna beat him up. We're gonna stop him from fighting anybody.
Right.
So he goes back inside and calls the cops. The cops take a Detroit amount of time to show up, which gives him plenty of time to keep throwing a hissy fit.
Hang on. Was it Detroit PD or Grosse Pointe?
Grosse Pointe, you know where Patch is, though. It's
Yeah,
the
I know.
border.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right on the
That's-
edge. He kept telling us to look across the street. I was like, look across the street. I was like, yeah, it's Detroit. I was like,
Hey, we get it.
yeah.
It blows my mind that the Cabbage Patch the name of that bar is like kind of shrouded in semi-racist
Yes.
undertones.
Yeah,
of
oh,
that
absolutely.
section
Yeah,
of
no, the guy who lives up above Cabbage Patch is a super racist guy also.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyways, now a detail I forgot to mention is every few seconds he's mocking us. He's like making fun of none of us, no open micer has threatened to call the police. No one has said the word cops.
Yeah.
But every few seconds he's like, "Ooh, call the cops, call the cops." And we're like, well, whatever, man. But the
I
one
don't
guy,
think he realizes comedians want to call the cops also the least.
the least
Like,
out of anybody. Yeah, all
yeah.
our tags are expired.
Yeah.
All our literally. That's true, Meyer. Like,
Like, come on, man.
That's true. My tags are expired. still.
Absolutely, yeah.
Also, Cabbage Patch, when it's like full and a mic's going on, there's no regulation going on in
Absolutely
that bar.
not. They stay open
Yeah,
after
dude,
they're supposed to
I'm
close.
like, yo, dude, stop yelling, cops. They're gonna show up, motherfucker. Like,
But what's it called? Fucking, he called the cops, and then when he got off the phone with the cops, the bartender started like asking him to leave,
yeah.
and he was kind of listening. He's like, "All right, I'll go. Fine. Call the cops. I'll go." And he's like walking away, sort of. And he keeps focusing his energy at me. He's like, "But he's a bitch. I'll go. But he's a fucking bitch."
Like pointing at you.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck is going on right now?" And he keeps like, he almost gets hit by like a couple of cars.
I don't know why I laughed at that. I'm like, oh,
I wish it had
Because
happened
he's
to.
just standing in the road, just like spitting and like hissing
Yeah.
and like doing this like weird like chest thing.
The
and, like,
fucking-
Like
going,
a-
"Call the cops,"
like
like,
a goose.
and like just telling everyone that they're gonna die, and like that's
Well,
what.
you were there too,
Well,
right?
me and Trevor just like we like rolled up to like this dude just trying to spit on Tim, and so like we just walked up and just like kind of stood in the background and just watched it
Yeah.
all go down like at the end until the cops came, and the cops were not helpful.
Yeah, they were less than helpful.
Oh, yeah?
Cops. The cops arrived. Here's the thing. Right before they showed up, he was in the street, and he came back. He was trying to fight me. He spit at me, threw a cigarette at me.
Dude, this guy was trying everything.
Yeah.
To get you
Well,
going.
here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not a fight person, and this is like the most aggro sentence that'll like ever come out of my mouth. Is like, my brain turned off. I was actually like upset, and I was like walking towards about to fight. Like a part of me knew I was like walking slow because I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is stupid. But then there's a second that he did walk away for a while.
Yeah.
He walked away. He was in another neighborhood.
So he crossed the
Well,
street.
he crossed the street. Yeah, he crossed
Yeah,
the fucking
crossed
street.
The street. Yeah.
And
Across the street.
Look across.
dude, Kevin
the
and I were
street.
so on the same page.
Yeah.
I looked over at Kevin and I was like, so when he gets halfway down the street, Kevin was like, "Yep, we're gonna go beat the shit out of him." When he's
Oh,
halfway up
shit.
that street, like, we're gonna go fucking kill that guy.
Really?
Yeah, I was very angry. I was like, so when he's halfway up the street, we're far enough away from Cabbage Patch, we're gonna follow him up that street and beat the shit out of him, right?
All right.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling other kids.
Yeah, the
Who
meddling.
kept yelling at him from across the street, and he came back to then spit on me.
I'm
This
not
is when
gonna
Elena
lie.
and Trevor come.
Right now, from what it sounds like you guys could have been actively beating the shit out of this.
100%.
The cops would have rolled up and been like,
They would've-
"Boys, we got it from here," and they just
100.
started.
That is 100% what would have happened. Like that is.
Hey, boys, this is literally our favorite thing. You can take off.
I can almost
Thanks
see-
for getting it started, but save some for us.
Yeah. Like I could see the cops rolling up and be like, "Oh, boys, you ever done a ride along?" And you're like, "No," and they're like, "Well, try one of these." And
Boys,
they just
you
get
guys
their
are good at this.
like they start getting their nightsticks out. They
Boys.
look at each other like proud dads. They're like, "You boys want to give it a go?"
Boys, let me stop you while you're ahead. You guys can't get away with murder. We can. You guys take off.
yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill this man.
Well, when they pulled up, they were like, what is this guy? What did they say?
Okay, yeah.
You
So
tell
right
the
at the
story.
beginning, he did before starting to fight anybody. He was like, "Sup, guys? I'm Billy."
Before any
Yeah.
of this.
So we now know his name. We know his name the whole time.
Wait, like, did he Tarantino his name calmly in
Yes.
midway
Well, no,
through?
he let us know his name up top before the immigrants thing at all. 'Cause
Okay.
he came out to
all
smoke
right.
a cigarette, was just hanging near us.
Was he? And he wasn't in Cabbage Patch at any point.
He went inside of Cabbage Patch for like 8 seconds and then was immediately asked to leave. And, like, he was in there for like a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I saw him walk in. I was like, "Oh, that guy's gonna be a fucking problem."
Yeah.
And then he walked out just a few minutes later before
Yeah.
I even finished the one cigarette I was smoking
Yeah.
when he walked in.
Yeah.
He told us his name's Billy. Now he's walked away for good this time, and the cops actually show up, and we're like, "Yeah, it's a guy down. He's walking that way. He's in a red hoodie." And they're like, "Was it a white guy?" And we were like, "Yeah." They're like, "Was his name Billy?" And we were like, "Actually, as a matter of fact, yes."
Yeah. Like, oh, this guy's a frequent
And they're-
flyer
he's
with
got
the
a
Billy.
They were,
reputation.
they were
Yeah.
just like, it's Billy. It's Billy.
Dude,
You
it's
got
not-
him to walk away.
Dude.
That was kind of their reaction. Like,
Dude, it's never great when the cops know somebody by their first name.
yeah.
Like,
It was very ridiculous, which is why in hindsight he was so confident
yeah.
about us calling. He's like, "Call the cops.
Call
We'll
the
see what
co-
they
call
have. They're
the
my
cops.
boys.
Yeah, I was about to
like
say, they're
those
my
are my
buddies."
friends." You're gonna-
They're like, you got him to walk away. You should join the force.
Yeah.
The cops basically showed up and they were like, "Oh, you mean Sheriff Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean-
you boys are in trouble."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh, that's the commissioner. It's his night off. Like, god damn, dude. I'm actually. So I was gonna go to the mics last night, and I took last night off, and I'm kind of glad you and I talked about it.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a terrible mindset last night, where if I'd have rolled up to a guy trying to fight you last
Yeah.
night, it would have gone back to our other
I
conversation.
would have felt
where I'm like,
safe.
yeah.
I would have felt really safe.
Yeah, I do not like when I'm in a group of open micers or other comics, and if that starts to go down, they're like, "We fucking got this. Louis got him." I'm like, "I'm faster than all of you."
But I
will-
gotta ask you, Lou, is that ever stressful, like being the strongest person in a group of dudes, and like you ever have that in the back of your mind of like you're like, oh man, like you have to have this like rock mentality, like if shit goes down, it's on me.
It's switched on me before because now I'm just like, if I have a buddy who's acting a fool, I'm very much like, "Get your boy," because I'll be like, "I got him." But like, I've also been in this situation when I was younger where one of my buddies started some shit. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, here we go. And like, me and the other strong guy on the other crew are like fighting each other, but also mutually understanding that we're like, "Ah, damn it, man." And at one point, me and this other guy, because like it's two little guys talking shit, and they start fighting, and then it was like, drunk squad versus drunk
Yeah.
squad, and in the outsiders like rumble, me and the other enforcer just kind of stop and look at each other like, "I got nothing against you, man. Let's just let them do." And we stopped, and then we had a beer later that night. But no, now that I'm older, I let people feel safe, but now I'm just like, man, if I'm not in this, I'm gonna be gone. I'm so much faster and quicker than my friends that I'm like, "Oh, the bears got you. I'm out of here."
yeah.
But like, it's also weird too, because if it's like a protector mindset though, where if like somebody was like actually attacking Tim, like that would kick in, and then I feel like a mom protecting its baby, which is a weird maternal instinct.
Yeah, you're
have for
already
no
very
reason.
strong. I don't want
like-
you getting that kind of
like-
adrenaline
like-
to save
Mom
me.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
describe it as a mom
Yeah.
protecting her baby. I describe it as a bear protecting her cub.
Yeah, whatever.
A bear.
I don't know.
Well,
Have
I've
you
heard,
seen
like,
a mom like
mom
lift a
car
bus?
off
Yeah.
babies. Mom
Yeah,
lift car
that's
off baby.
true.
That's
Dude,
the
look at
whole-
this sweet
adrenaline.
child. You're telling me a mom?
I was just gonna bring that up. I love the whole time Tim was telling that story, we just had a child's skull in the background.
I mean, well, we were gonna bring it up because it's gross as
Yeah,
fuck.
it is crazy what babies.
That makes me
That's
want to
what
throw up.
Baby looks like.
That makes me want to throw up. Like,
yeah, that's
it-
really
yeah,
creepy.
it's
I don't like these ones.
They're
Like, these
sharks,
teeth right
dude.
here,
Like-
I don't like how high up they are, like under, like next to the nose, right there. That's
Yeah,
really,
I'm
that's literally that's.
you know what's crazy
much.
is that's all up there too, because babies have gums when they
Yeah.
first come out. They're just so they got 2 rows of teeth just chilling up there.
That's overkill.
That's wild that most of a baby's skull is teeth.
Yeah. Most of their
Yeah, about
face
50%
right
of the bottom.
Yeah,
all
it's
teeth.
such a poor like biological design. They have all these fucking dumb teeth in the front of their skull, and then they just have a dumb soft spot.
Yeah,
on the
They're
back
yeah.
of their
straight
head.
up
They're
just
so
teeth and noggin.
It's because
That's
the human player on this version of The Sims was just like all intelligence. Like we gotta make him. So how do you make him super smart? You're like you gotta give him a stupid squishy head and a fat pussy to push him out that makes him just squishy. Everything's got to be squishy on a human so they can be smart. That's what happened.
So they can be smart.
If
If this is a
Smart.
simulation and the creator put all of the points in intelligence,
Yeah.
and this was the result, I'd be very
Dude,
disappointed.
Let me ask you this: when you see somebody incredibly intelligent, how hard are they? They squishy as fuck.
That's true.
That's true.
I mean, you're pretty smart.
Nah. Well, I'm also kind of squishy.
No,
But yeah. But all
Or
right. Look
squishy.
at Stephen Hawking. Squishy as fuck.
yeah, he's disabled.
Well, yeah, but before
No,
that,
there
He's also
there
dead.
is the smart squishy ratio.
Yeah.
Like the
yeah.
whole,
Yeah.
No, I get
you
that.
You
can't
guys
be
aren't-
this smart and this hard
I was
at
gonna
the
say,
same time.
Tim's
No.
yes-anding right now, and you guys are
I
very
agree
much.
with that. Like,
like,
if you have like a genius, you don't see any genius level IQs with like also rocking 8-pack abs.
See,
It
but-
doesn't happen.
But then again, now to foil my own thing, I've seen that, and then the dude was also hung, and I was like, oh, dude, what is going on with you? Like, what's wrong with you? And that's when I realized
like, I'm
life's
just good
not
at
fair.
everything.
Some people just get born with a royal flush, and you're like, that's awesome. I just get happy when I see those people
He's
now.
probably into something weird.
But
Yep,
maybe,
that's exactly
but-
what I'm
There's
thinking. Yeah,
something
no.
wrong
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Right.
There's
There's
no one
some-
who's clean. There's
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
who's fucking clean, dude. You like weird porn or something.
Well,
I don't
sure,
like-
but,
probably what it
even
is.
then, what if he's enjoying himself to that
super
weird
weird
porn?
porn,
He's still
potentially illegal
Okay,
porn.
well,
If
that's
you're,
how you
if you're a
think.
100% clean
Same.
person,
Yeah.
you like hookers or something. There's no way no one has a vice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I know. It's just like when if you see like an incredible person's vice, still you're like, but they got everything else.
yeah.
Because there are people that don't look like them at all that also have
might
that
be like a
vice.
gambling addict. or
Well,
something
yeah,
like
but
that,
you know what
because
you're saying, you know? Like how we watch To Catch a Predator a lot in this house for fun, and it's like you never see a smoke show of
Yeah,
a guy.
you never. Yeah, there's
It's
never. It's never hunky pedophiles.
yeah.
Yeah,
Showing
just for
up-
ones I'd like to see a hot pedophile.
Yeah.
They're not
on
showing
that
up in
show.
like a Rolls Royce,
Right, it's
like ready
never
to take
like,
a
oh,
kid
this-
out on for a night on the town.
Right,
you know?
it's never like, oh, Clark Kent looking fella. He's like, oh, he's playing the Superman angle for the kids. I
Yeah.
get it. But
Not
it's
on
like, yeah.
To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And,
Do you guys know what like CC
Pedophiles
units
come in all
is and
shapes
stuff
and
like
sizes.
that? Like
I
all
would
the
like to
predator
say that.
poachers stuff.
Wait, what's up?
You guys don't know about? Do you guys know about like the vigilante
Yes.
Steve Hansons on
No,
YouTube?
dude,
There's,
those
like,
guys
1,000
are
of 'em,
fucking
and they're
hilarious, dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Kate Carmody, I don't know. Shout out Kate Carmody, Grand
Kate
Rapids
Carmody?
comedian. She has a fantastic joke. I'm not gonna give it away, but it's about her pretending to be Steve Hansen on Omegle.
I've
And she's
heard
like,
that.
I
I've
would
heard that
pretend
bit.
to be a little kid, you know,
It-
and like tell them that I was Steve Hansen, that
Yeah.
the police were coming, and then they would like, and I would laugh when they ran away, and she's like, and I was like,
Also-
I'm catching all these predators, but really she was catching and releasing.
I'd like to point out we keep
Child
saying,
predators.
we keep saying Steve Hansen. It's Chris Hansen.
Chris
Steve
Han-
Hansen is a comic friend of ours.
Oh yeah.
He's a lawyer.
Steve, hey, he's Harvard
He
Law.
doesn't catch
Hang on, hang
pedophiles.
on.
He's a good
He
guy,
might.
though.
We don't know what
Bro,
he's
I
up
feel
to.
like
I don't know
if
what
he
Steve
had the
does in his
opportunity,
free
though,
time.
he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Steve's.
I
It's
feel
a
like he
lot
would
of
stop
work.
a predator.
He's patent lawyer though.
Yeah, he's a patent
That's-
lawyer.
No,
That's a lot of
Steve Hansen looks like Chris Hansen's brother who's out of shape. Like, he
or-
actively looks like he's like, I couldn't catch
You
a
know what?
Shout out
pedophile.
Steve Hansen.
Shout out, yeah,
Shout out
sh-
Steve
shout out
Hansen.
Steve Hansen. I'm gonna go the other way with it. He would just kill them. Like
Steve?
Just
yeah,
strangle
Steve Hansen
pedophiles
would
to
just
death.
like he's got like old Irish enforcer body where it's just like if Steve Hansen put one fist on you, you'd be done. And if he put like 2 to 3, you'd actually have a caved in skull.
Can I
Hey.
throw out an idea for
Yeah.
you guys? Because he was talking about the vigilante pedophile catchers. Can we do that, but in like the open mic comedy scene? I bet you we'd probably catch,
catch
one or
Oh
two.
my god.
I bet you
They-
would
no,
probably
they-
bust somebody.
They busted they kind of busted a guy a couple years back in
oh, really?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys off mic cuz I don't want to bring it up.
You don't have to
it's-
name names. You can just say what
yeah,
happened.
it was a guy. All I'll say is because I don't know if you guys would even know him, but it was a dude who used to frequent old school Sunday Night Funnies, and then he served time, And
which pedophile hunters got him? The real Chris Hansen
no,
or
the police?
the vigil? Okay, yeah, the police. No, but was he got by like one of these YouTubers?
No.
Oh, he just got caught fucking kids. Okay.
Yeah, by the regular cops.
Yeah. All right. Well, street justice.
Yeah,
You know.
Yep. But no, it was one of those things where people kept kind of asking like, "Hey, what were you in prison for?" And he'd be like,
"Don't worry about it, man."
And then I think people forget that's just like open and free information. You can just kind of search. Yeah, and then people found out like, "Oh, all right, that's not great."
Yep.
So yeah,
Can't have him telling jokes.
None about. But well, yeah, right.
He gets on stage, he's like, "Kids are crazy, right,
yeah.
guys?"
Well, okay. Here's the most like disturbing thing I have about this guy. Anybody else having trouble finding a good girl? Like
all the good ones are taken
by the parents.
Yep.
But
all the good ones are taken to school every morning.
I completely fucking blanked now that we're talking about all these kids going to school. Oh no. I remember I walked into the open mic, and this is like one of the most surreal moments I had in comedy is just watching a convicted pedophile karaoke sing quite nicely the song "I'll Follow You Into the Dark" by Death Cab for Cutie, and I was just like, ooh.
Absolutely
so
crushed. Absolutely killed.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If you close your eyes and listen to this man, because of course it was a dude, sing this song, and you're like, wow, he's fucking on it. And then you're like, also knowing what he's into, this song it hits creepily different. Like you're like,
Yeah.
I'll follow you into the dark. Not something a pedophile should. Yeah. And when middle school comes with middle, no, it was gross. It was gross.
Yeah. New topic.
Yeah, no. yeah. Well, let's go on to something a little bit lighter. Tony Hinchcliffe making splashes.
Dude, you know what's funny about that whole situation?
What's
Ari
up?
Shafir posted the full set of both Peng Dang and Tony's set.
Yeah.
And it didn't really clear anything up or make anything better. It honestly kind of made shit worse.
No.
In my opinion, because I watched the full Tony Hinchcliffe set.
Wait, does Peng Dang not make jokes about
No, he does.
gunpowder?
No, he
or
does make
extra
jokes
soy
about
sauce?
like being Asian and stuff like that. Like he makes jokes about like stop Asian hate and all that stuff.
Right, but specifically gunpowder and soy sauce.
He brings up that one of his tags is like, yeah, like stop beating us up and we'll give you extra soy sauce, whatever, man. Like something like that was like the joke. And then he did bring up that like Americans love guns so much. How can you like hate Asian people, but like Chinese people invented gunpowder?
Okay,
That was like that's the bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched Tony's set, and it doesn't really make anything like the full set doesn't make anything better. He kind of
Why would the full set would never make anything?
No.
better.
Yeah,
It's what he
yeah, it's
opened.
not
that's
like-
what
he
Ari's saying. He's like everybody was like, I don't trust this clip because there's no context
Yeah.
behind this. And it's like, what context
Seeing the
could
other
possibly
guy.
make that good?
Yeah, in what world would seeing the rest of the was it Laugh Factory set with Kramer be like, hold on now, let's see what he was on about.
He really gets him back.
Yeah.
like-
And he like later in the set, he kind of is like noticing that like a lot of women in the crowd are just kind of shaking their heads and frowning. And he's like, he kind of just keeps going like, what did I do? Like, did I do
Jesus.
something at the beginning of this? And like, he's obviously making
Dude,
jokes about
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I don't really have anything kind to say about Tony, so I don't want to speak to anything else he does. I just kind of want to talk about the clip I saw.
Yeah.
And then if you say it contextualizes even more, like he came out the gate, and I think you can say anything on stage, right? Like some of my favorite comedians have used words that you quote can't use, like Louis C.K. saying the N-word, Carlin saying the N-word, Dave Chappelle like making jokes about trans people. It's like I think they were funny jokes, and I got that they were a bit, but I'm very much the comic mindset of like you can say whatever you want, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I was like, ooh, yeah, that hit weird. Like that out the gate, I was like, ooh.
Well, yeah,
Like-
because he's also like tearing down this other dude's like set. Also,
Yeah, he's
like, just
making-
being disrespectful like all around.
Yeah, he's kind of just.
And
Yeah.
like
The
racial
slur is one
slurs
thing.
aside,
Yeah.
you know, like even like
Yeah, racial
everything,
slurs,
yeah.
like,
everything
table
else
that,
was
yeah.
also
Even
like,
if he was
bad.
just like shitting on his set and didn't use any of the slurs, it
Yeah.
was still like super uncalled for because like
I mean,
the
yeah.
guy had a really good set, like he did great,
Yeah.
and then he brought him up very nicely. Like there's no fucking reason to attack.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like debate. I don't care about the whole situation at all. I think it's all kind of blown out of proportion, though. Personally, my own opinion on it is I haven't seen the whole Tony set, and I don't care either. But it's like the joke wasn't calling him a slur. The joke wasn't just going up and calling him a slur. The joke was about how. It's the contrast between that guy and Tony. I forget his name, but like he was going
Yeah.
up and being like, "Stop Asian hate," the gunpowder stuff.
I get that it was
and then
supposed
he was
to be
just
like
supposed to
over
be
the
like
top, insensitive,
Yeah,
crazy, off the top, like
a totally different
total
thing,
contrast
yeah.
to what he was just doing. I get that, but it was just
All
like,
he was
I
trying
just
to
didn't
do
think
was
it
be
funny.
like, it's not friendly anymore. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not as friendly as that guy. I really don't think it warrants losing venues and shit like that.
I mean, he lost his agent.
he lost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I truthfully didn't think he was gonna. He's got too big of a cult following. He's not gonna lose success. He's got to get new management and find a new venue. But I didn't think he'd lose those kinds of things because he's got a cult following who's okay with that kind of shit.
Well,
like,
so people also kind of did a breakdown of. I watched the Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz and
Oh yeah,
who are the other two on that?
I forget. I I don't watch that
Luis
too
J.
often.
Gomez, I
And
think,
then-
was on
and
there as a
then
guest, and
what's-
then he's
what's-
got a babe. Who? what's
Yeah, the
guy's
other
name?
guy. Well, all I know is like they were going to bat for Tony because it's one of their buddies in comedy, and I get that. And then they were talking about how like Pang Dang handled it wrong in that he should have like gone up to Tony instead of Akash Singh. Okay, but they were all talking about like, you know, be a man, and you know, is Pang Dang doing this for like clout and success? And I'm like, maybe not, but like, I don't know, man. It's just one of those sets where, like, should I know Tony was joking, right? Like, I know he was just making jokes, but it's like, and I don't know. It's weird to me, man. I'm trying to pick and choose my words here carefully about it because it's like. It was bad jokes, like just straight up bad jokes. I don't think it was like the Kramer thing where like that guy was just shouting the fucking N-word at black people in the crowd like hatefully.
Yeah.
Whereas like Tony was clearly trying to do a juxtaposition of jokes, but it's like man, it hit wrong. And I think if he just I don't know. I'm not Tony either. I don't know if he's gonna be like, hey, I made bad jokes. I clearly don't feel this way. It's
Nah,
like
he
he's
probably
not
doesn't
he's not
feel
going to
that way.
apologize.
Right.
It
He
should
won't
be a given
apologize.
that he doesn't fucking mean it in his
Right.
opinion. In his
Right,
eyes.
right.
Personally, I think that they weren't good jokes. None of them were like quality, you know, jokes. But if you didn't come out the gate saying "give it up for this fucking," you know,
Yeah.
little
fucking
yeah, like because that just like set the tone wrong. I think, and I think that you could have made like he could have set the tone without doing that by doing the other.
Yeah,
jokes
he
too.
turned it
And
up
there
to
was-
like 11.
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
could. Yeah, he
Probably
could have done
as a
something else.
professional
Yeah.
comedian,
Yeah.
there was a more clever way that he could have.
Yeah, he could
went
have
into
made
those
the same
jokes.
joke
So-
essentially, which is, you know,
Yeah.
you can't. He was saying you can't say this, and the third, and then I'm gonna go up and say whatever the fuck I
Yeah.
want to.
Right,
that was the
right.
joke. That's
And
what he was doing. He could have figured out a different way, sure, but
Well,
Yeah, and
what's
for
done
me,
is done.
For me, I like there's quite a few bits that Tony Hinchcliffe has that I like that I think are really funny and well written. So that's why it's disappointing for me is because like I know he could have I know he could have made that.
Yeah,
what are you
but
gonna
he
do?
was like
better way.
riffing too. where
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
but still, that's his whole.
Ba-
That's what he
bad
does
riff,
every
yeah.
fucking. That's
Right.
his thing. That's
Right.
you know what I mean. So
he's also called thousands of Asian people that.
Has
Like
he?
on Kill Tone, like thousands
Oh,
of
because
Asian
he
people.
straight up said
It's a
that
very
it's a word he doesn't
racist
say.
show. Kill Tony is
yeah.
a very, very racist show. I love it. It's a great show, but the jokes are very
Yeah,
racist.
I mean, I went to Kill Tony twice. I've seen it twice live. I
Yeah.
think it's
Great, but
been a good
you know,
experience.
they're letting it fucking fly, and it's never been a problem so far.
The thing that kind of annoys me when any like
I didn't know that. He
anytime
actually
this
says that
type
out
of
loud?
thing happens where
Yeah.
a comedian
Somebody's
fucks
fucking
up
happening.
like you could even like say the same thing about like Ari is like then other comedians or even like it especially bothers me when fucking open micers say shit like this but
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that guy was never funny to begin with, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up. Ari is funny, Tony is funny.
Yeah.
I'm fans of both of those dudes.
Yeah.
Like they both fucked up really hard.
Here's what I'll say is like I when it comes to Tony, like I can 100% admit that he's funny.
Yeah,
like,
I've
he's
seen
made
him
me
live.
laugh.
He's very funny.
Yeah, it's just like certain things about him, like I just don't care for. And
I don't think I'd want to hang out with
right.
the guy.
Here's where the buck stops with me is like, especially in the business side of comedy. I would just be like, oh, whatever. I'd be cordial and like it's weird because I've crossed his path a couple of times, and I'm an open micer to him, but it's like at a festival once, like we did kind of have a beer and like chat for a little bit, and I was like, he's fine. I don't really care for the stuff he's doing, but it's like in the umbrella of stand-up comedy, I'm like, I saw it, I'm like, okay, dude made like horrific jokes, but they were jokes. So I'm like, all right, real bad jokes. He definitely probably hurt some people's feelings with those jokes, which as a comedian, like, I think if you go up and intend to hurt people's feelings instead of like make them laugh, you're a fucking asshole. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he intended to make people laugh, and he just failed at that. And we've all done that. We've all done bad jokes, but it's like also, I don't know if it was a lack of self-awareness or just where the world's at right now. I'm like, dude, that was a dice roll to do that in the first place. And then if it fails, it's like, yeah, man, like you got to understand, not everybody's a stand-up comedian. So they're not going to see it from our regard. We're like, oh, people's just trying to make jokes. That was a bad joke. People that aren't stand-up comedians, aka fans or the rest of the world, are going to be like, fuck you, dude. Don't say that. And as much as I hate to, I'd be like, oh, you're wrong. I'm like, oh, yeah, these people aren't stand-ups. They don't know what the fuck we're thinking or how we think.
And also, like, those are the opinions that matter also.
To a degree.
I mean,
I would
for
say,
the most part, those are the people that are going to consume your content, and those are the people that are paying you to go to your shows. So if you're saying stuff like that they don't like, then like they have every right not to
but
go.
Here's the thing: Tony does have a cult following where he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And then some people were attacking the feature, whoever was hosting, for like posting the video the way he did, and they thought it was clout-seeking behavior, which like the devil's advocate part of me sees that where I'm like, okay, like, the way it's phrased, the way it's brought up,
it
and
probably
like
definitely hurt his feelings, but it was
for sure.
It was strategically posted for sure.
Well, yeah, I was like that. It was a by design.
I mean,
post.
he says happy America.
There was no reason to post that. There was no reason for him to be like, look what Tony did.
Yeah.
Like that, you're just looking for attention. He didn't fucking hurt you. Like,
well, again, if he did, like, I'm sorry. This is
take
just
it seriously. Then talk to Tony after a fucking set.
Right.
Like,
Well, I heard people say that. No, and that's one thing I've been conflicted about, because some people are like, fucking talk to a guy man to man instead of just posting it, and I get that. But then I've also heard like, Tony didn't even like realize he did anything wrong, which I'm like, I don't know if that's his stand-up brain. That's where I'm conflicted on this, where I'm like, man, I don't know.
Now,
I just don't know.
I'll understand like a virtue signaling crowd member filming the set and posting it and being pissed. I don't understand another comedian posting a set being like, look at me get made fun of, or like look what happened to me. Right. Like kind of thing, because that's all that it is. Like, there's no reason to post that set to be like, you weren't going, look how funny Tony is. Right. Like you wanted attention around your name to see like what a bigger comedian did to you, get that attention. They see your stand up and like it because you're a fucking PC virtue signal guy.
I was going to say, in the world of stand up, for me, we're like, again, what he said, the jokes he said, horrendous jokes. Okay. But I still think they were horrendous jokes, but I still think, dude was just actually it was an at-bat that failed. And now, like, I look at a dude like Peng Dang, I'm like, yo, man, again, what he said, not cool at all. But I'm also like, in the world of stand-up, don't you want to be able to fail around your buddies? Yeah. And like, dude, I've done shit on stage where I've had comedians message me like, hey, that wasn't good, or that's not cool. Like, you should watch out. And I've had a back and forth with them, and I appreciated that, because I was like, oh, fuck. Like, thanks for having my back on that. Yeah. Instead of like waking up, you're like, oh, there's a giant knife in my back with a note. It's somebody tapping you, being like, hey, like, we got to chat. Now, but like, I don't know, man. I also am not an Asian dude, like, who's potentially had his feelings hurt by Tony. So I don't know. Sorry, Trev. We got Trevor Tress on mic.
Woo!
What a time to introduce.
Yeah, I
We
know.
got Travis Trev.
Well,
son.
Travis Trev, well, you're the bad boy of comedy. You make those jokes all the time.
Yeah, I do exclusively jokes where I call people slurs and then just kind of try to wiggle out of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of my shtick.
Well, you and I had a good riff last week about Polak.
We did.
Yeah,
My thoughts on Polish people are pretty nuanced, I would say.
yeah, I get that.
You know, I think World War II was rough for them.
Pretty
But
bad
since
time.
then,
Pretty bad time. Yeah, they did.
you guys hear what happened in Poland in World War II?
Both sides.
Quite a bit.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah,
There
they
were
moved-
two sides in
I
World
was
War
going to
II.
say, dude, Russia and Germany moved the Eiffel Tower from France to Poland.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. We got producer Zachy coming on, Mike.
So this is I got a pretty not so nuanced take
Yeah.
on the Tony Hinchcliffe thing, and I've been thinking about it a lot because there's people that are like burn Tony, and he should never be able to do stand up again.
Kill
for
Tony.
Kill
kill
Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
Ironically, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it's interesting to me because there are comedians who make their entire career on saying things like that.
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe has historically said shit
Yeah.
on the same level as that and
Yeah.
not been punished for it,
Yeah.
As I don't think you should. As a comedian,
Yeah.
you can say that. You can say exactly what Tony Hinchcliffe said, and if your audience is okay with it, then that's the name of comedy. That's what you're allowed to do. Just like how rappers can rap about disgusting shit and still have an audience and sell albums.
Yeah.
But it's just unlucky, bro. In the grand scheme too, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
This was inevitable in Tony Hinchcliffe's career. It's inevitable in guys like Louis J. Gomez's
I think
career.
every comedian now at this point, like you better just fucking gear up because someday somebody's gonna take a pop shot at you for something.
That's the angle I wanted to go with, like Gomez, the whole Legion of Skanks. It's like if you just own it from now on. Like if you're edgy and good, don't be an edgelord like local comedian Harrison Ford. But what's it called?
Harrison
don't
Ford
just
does
be an
comedy?
edgelord and like say the N-word and be like ah.
Yeah.
But like,
Hey,
if
you
you're an
guys
edgy
think the
comedian and you
Holocaust
own it
was
now,
real?
like, you can build a Patreon following and not need the industry anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Shane Gillis got fucked for something way less bad than what Tony did.
Right, exactly.
Something way less
Exactly.
bad than whatOny did.
You
And
become a
he got-
sacrificial lamb.
But now Shane Gillis is making more money through Patreon than he would have gotten salary from SNL.
I
It's
think-
like, if you own it, if you double down and you go like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on Legion of
But-
Skanks and
but-
keep doing the voice.
But
I
let's
don't
talk.
care.
Exactly,
Let's talk owning it too, because like I agree with you. Like as long as it's in that joking realm.
Yeah, don't be
And-
like, oh, thanks for bringing it to my attention that I
Right.
can't say the
Right.
N-word. Like,
Right. Right, but it's again like the comparison when people first like showed me this was like the Kramer thing.
yeah, that's
And-
so far different.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
So far different. That's a genuine temper tantrum.
Wait,
Like,
is
that's
that
a
what we're
genuine-
calling Kramer's thing? Look at this temper tantrum.
It's a temper tantrum.
Yeah,
It's a-
there
I was
that was a
venting.
meltdown for sure. He was just having a tantrum.
Well, no, Tony was making. If you look at it that way, Tony was
No.
coherently trying to make a joke.
That's what I'm saying.
Kramer
Yeah,
was saying the
Yeah,
N-word
yeah.
angry.
Yeah,
Was
yeah, he
saying
was
that.
yelling it at somebody, calling somebody. Yeah. No, what's but I was just gonna agree with what you were saying, where I'm like, yeah, man, like if you're owning it as a joke, own it as a joke. And
Kramer
here's the
can't
thing.
own it. Kramer can't own
Well,
it.
no,
there's
dude. Dave Chappelle's bit about Kramer on stage that night is one of the funniest goddamn takes.
I've
on
not
it.
heard it.
Have you? Oh my god, it's hilarious because Chappelle's on the same stage when he does the joke, and it's fucking incredible. Like, and we can watch it later.
I'd love
but
to.
it's. I'll send it to you. It's remarkable. But going back to like owning it, like, dude, if you're owning a joke, like, even if it's bad, own it, but still be like, yeah, it was a horrific joke.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't just be like, dude, I was just making jokes. You can be like, yeah, I was just making a joke, and it was a bad joke.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
failing. I
yeah,
failed.
yeah. Like, how many?
daisy, like,
Dude,
but it's the joke.
Yeah,
you know?
I've eaten shit on stage, and you tell a crowd like, yeah, I know I'm bombing, and you own it, and like, I get that. Well, Trevor, I know you've never bombed. God doesn't let you. You're
No.
a straight-laced white man.
Right, exactly.
But
with a barbed wire tattoo around your arm.
Yeah.
see, that's a
Super
common.
badass, actually.
I think this whole thing kind of goes back. I don't know if you guys ever seen that clip of Patrice on like Fox News where he's talking about like bad jokes and good jokes come from the exact same place. I think
Yeah.
that's where it comes. What it
Yeah.
comes down to is
Yeah.
like comedians should be allowed to tell bad jokes and fail
Yeah.
and just be fucking okay. But we're kind of not in that realm anymore.
No,
So.
we're covering each other's okay. There's first of all, I don't feel like that universal when a guy's on stage or a gal's on stage or anybody. Like I don't mean a broad spectrum of the world we live in, right? Whoever's on stage though, there used to be a comics rule, even when I was an open micer, like just starting out, that it's like when they're on stage, you give them the benefit of the doubt of everything they're saying is a joke until they give you reason not to. And it's like when it's it's like that innocent until proven guilty. You want a donut? Get a donut.
No.
Right? But now it's just like I feel, if stand up is a reflection of society, or if you want to call it art as a reflection of society, yeah, it just shows how splintered we really are. Where it's like even in the comedians world that comics code of like, you can be a vastly different style of comic and still have that at least stage respect. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, no, there are because it's like dog eat dog in a way. Like they want to get rid of you. Like,
well, dude, I also see something that bums me out hard about like people ripping people down is I'm like, oh man, that like makes me not want to throw the rope ladder down.
Do you know how many people were probably so fucking happy when they saw this Tony news? How many open micers in Hollywood were like, finally?
I'm gonna keep it 100, right? I want to keep it 100. I don't like Tony Hinchcliffe, and it doesn't matter. I suck in his eyes, right? But like right now, I'm like, I don't think he should be as fucked as he is. And here's the thing: it's just from the couple of times I met him and like personal stuff, like. But career-wise, comic-wise, shit like that, I'm like, whatever. Like, I see what he's doing. I'm like, yeah, okay. Now, again, if you haven't seen what he did, everybody should go jump and watch it. But
we
hilarious.
have not given a lot of context on this. They're like, is this a buddy of theirs? Like, what did he say?
I think
most people who should listen would know this news probably.
Right.
I hope so.
And you guys have honestly. Like I was flipped about Tony before, like I didn't know, and now I kind of want to go back and watch more of his stuff. I just didn't really like his stuff, and then the few times I bumped into him weren't like pleasant. I guess not liking him isn't even what I'm going for. It's just like a dude that I'm like, oh whatever.
Well,
like
my personal opinion on him is I don't know anything about him on a personal level really. Like I've not encountered him. He's been nothing but nice to me when I've done Kill Tony and stuff. But his stand-up, what you're going to find is not accurate anymore.
What do you mean?
One shot, that special that you might be able to still find, it's the only special he's got out, and it does not do justice to how good he is at stand-up anymore.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Really killer at stand-up in comparison, and he talks about how he's like, one shot, I did it too early.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have did a special yet. And the only thing you'll find of Tony now is podcasts.
Yeah.
I saw him live do an hour like a year ago.
Yeah.
Very, very killer shit. Like insane killer stand up.
Dude, I respect that. The fact that he realized he was, you know what? I kind of want to give him another chance now that, it's weird, but I'm like, I don't know, man.
What I'm saying is if you give him another chance, though, you might find one shot not like it as much as his newer
But
stand-up
is that the one that
like,
they pulled off Netflix because he didn't like it?
He didn't pull it off Netflix. It was a contract deal for an amount of time.
Okay.
Tony owns one shot now, and he can resell it to another company if he
Right,
wanted to.
right. But he doesn't, right?
You just put it, because he hates the
right.
material.
That's what I'm saying. I respect that as a comic, but I don't know, man. It's just I don't know what to make of it because this is very confusing to me because I'm like, what he said, I get the reaction that people don't like or don't like him for doing it. I get that. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, like what does this mean for the grand world of stand up? And I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I'm genuinely confused.
I just don't think it means anything, really.
Yeah.
Like this is
this is
one guy. People say stupid shit everywhere all the time, and people laugh their asses off.
Yeah, I got two things for what this is, and I agree with Trevor. I don't think this means anything. I think this sort of stuff is going to happen more and more too. Tony Hinchcliffe is just one of the first guys. Shane Gillis was like kind of the first real one. I guess Kramer was the first one, but not really, right?
Different thing, no.
But it's like no
canceled for a joke. Yeah, it's like Gillis
and then,
now Hinchcliffe,
and there was some writer, another girl writer for SNL got in trouble too for she wrote a joke about Trump's son being autistic or something like that.
Right.
Slam dunk. Yeah. That's a slam dunk right there.
But
there's
she
a
homeschool
shooting joke, and I was like, it's very funny.
She got suspended from SNL for it or something like that. So It's already happened. It's going to keep happening. It doesn't mean anything. I will say 2 major things. One, if I was at that show and I watched that host and then I saw Tony Hinchcliffe go up immediately after and say that stuff, I probably would have laughed harder at that than anything else that night.
See,
because it's so crazy.
Exactly.
It's benign that he was up there being virtue signally than that. That's the joke.
It's exactly. And I'm not saying I would have respected Tony for saying it. I would have agreed with him for saying it. But I would have laughed.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so you guys would have laughed. I think I would have been one of the gobsmack guys just because of the way he said it. I was like, ooh, it came off.
Oh, I would have been in shock for sure.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It's like a whoa laugh.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that doesn't me laughing at that. I've also heard comics that I don't like say the N-word on stage and laughed just in shock. So it's like. But it's like maybe they were going for that. Maybe they wanted you.
I will laugh at shitty stand-up. I will laugh hard at crazy
I think we're
stand-up.
using our biased stand-up brains because we're all laughing for different reasons.
You're
at
right.
that point.
Exactly.
You're right.
We are all laughing
You are
because
right
we've
about
been
that.
on stage and we know, like, oh shit.
The same
We're
reason
laughing
I
'cause
laugh
we-
at car crash videos.
Right.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
Tony
Go,
Hinchcliffe video was a car crash.
Right.
film.
Well, no, but you
I
get what
think,
I'm,
ooh, consequence.
you get what I'm saying. Like, it's like a pilot watching another pilot like crash, and you're like, oh shit. Like, yeah. What's
I
up?
just want to say bad comedy is truly great. I think the hardest I've ever laughed at a comedy show one time, and Zach was there with me. We watched an open micer do terrible black guy voice for like 10 minutes
was
straight,
awesome.
and we were the only people laughing in the room.
It was
And not laughing because it was funny, just because it was
yeah,
awful.
No, Zach
Actually, it
and
was
I,
the best set I've ever
you-
seen. It was the best set I've ever seen
You-
front to back.
You
Yeah.
remember that Bringer show at Gotham where we were sitting in main stage Gotham and we were laughing for all the wrong reasons, and then I was at Make It Spicy once, and Kyle told that's Zach, but you can have it. I don't care.
Wait, that's me?
Yeah, that's
I
you.
thought this was me.
But I've been at an open mic before where I was kind of being a shit dick, laughing for the wrong reasons, and I've had other comics nudge me to tell me to stop. I'm like, I can't. This is.
It's too insane.
I'm like, this is a Hindenburg,
It's
and
far
like,
too
I'm like,
insane.
I'm laughing. Like, you guys can either laugh and be horrible with. By the way, when I'm cackling, I know I'm going to hell, and the next bomb I have, I'm like, yeah, I earned that. But
oh yeah.
One
But-
line of awful stand-up. I'm not gonna say the guy. There's no way he'd watch it. He's like also one of my best friends. So I'll just like it doesn't matter. He knows I hate the joke. But it's like, it's just awful. He closes with it. It's about a kid doing like an artsy nude photo to send to his daughter, and his wife goes, "That's artistic," and he goes, "No, sweetie, that's autistic." Closer.
geez.
That's the closer. He goes,
See,
"That's autistic."
I've-
Good night, everybody. Look,
I've heard the artistic. I've heard the artistic autistic used as a punchline probably 6 different times by 6 different comedians.
I stopped using lesbian and Lebanese in my dyslexic joke because I've heard it from like 2-3 other comics. I was like, yeah, I'm done with that.
Okay.
Never again.
This is also something. This is for anybody listening that doesn't really know the Tony Hinchcliffe, doesn't know him or what's going on. If you don't know, which would be surprising, I feel like anybody that watches our show at least knows of that world.
Yeah.
But Tony Hinchcliffe, Kill Tony podcast or whatever. If you want to watch the clip, you can. It's on YouTube. It has like 100,000. It really doesn't have that many views. In, like,
Yeah,
the
I
grand
think
scheme of
it's
YouTube.
bigger in the comedy.
We're gonna do a
world.
live
Yeah,
stream.
We know
watch
so much about
party
this because we
later.
do comedy.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah.
ask my friend from high school. They're like, I don't know.
We
Yeah,
definitely. I'll tell you, everybody in here knew what Louis C.K. was up to about a year before it went.
I straight
real
up
mainstream.
did not.
Oh, I did.
I straight news broke for me.
Oh shit. Okay.
My
My bad.
But yeah,
I'll get
no,
you that.
it's
What was he up to?
Gotta
bad comedy.
We gotta get you in that phone tree, buddy.
But if anybody that's like losing their shit, anybody that's like, oh, Tony Hinchcliffe is an asshole, and you know, like fuck him for saying the stuff he said. It's like that's great, and you're entitled to that opinion. But I also encourage you to listen to one episode of the Legion of Skanks,
Right.
which is one of the most popular podcasts in America, and tell me that half of America disagrees wholeheartedly with that sentiment.
Or
It's-
Come Town, like
Yeah,
it's
Come
again,
Town.
like yeah, man.
Legion of
the
Skanks is
stuff-
bananas.
Some of the
bro.
dumb shit we
Like,
say
so
here,
horrific.
like
Yeah.
like,
I love the podcast. I just got like a week ago decided I was like, I'm gonna get a Gas Digital subscription. I'm gonna listen to all the old ones. I fuck with that show pretty hard.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is it's funny. There
Yeah.
are some points where I'm like literally floored. by what
Wicked
they're
hilarious.
saying.
They talked about Chris
But-
Hansen for like 5 hours in defense of pedophiles. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious.
And then but the thing is, I don't know how anybody's surprised that like Hinchcliffe would say something like that. And
when that world exists.
yeah, when that world exists, and also it's not new. Opie and Anthony was like that for decades, dude.
Yeah.
Like, also hilarious. Yeah. So you anybody that I don't know.
I got
just
Jim and
want-
Sam actively.
I got
is the
2
same
points
way.
I kind of want to make, which are they're very different. First, we got Johnny Mockney in the chat, and I think it would have been good to have Johnny on today to talk about
Yeah.
this because Johnny, Asian American stand-up comedian, very funny. And to get his hot take on this, I think would have been very appropriate. But he said in the chat here, it is kind of a sociopathic, my dyslexia, all right. It is kind of sociopathic to quote a comics act as words being used in earnest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think Johnny kind of nailed what, like, exactly. Like, if you watch the set, like, you're like, yeah, that's what, again, there's just watch it.
Mhm.
And then the other point I kind of wanted to make about, like, Opie and Anthony, Legion of Skanks, Cumtown, and then, like, now you're even seeing stuff like Louder with Crowder and other like, Republican or right-leaning entertainment things starting to actually, like, embrace, like, the not serious ironic comedy where they're like, yeah, we're not racists, we're just making racy jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, well, it's muddied because it's like people that enjoy that are either going to be like, oh my God, that's a white supremacist laughing for the wrong reasons, or people that are just like, oh, thank God we can just laugh at this and it's not serious. I'm like, that's a weird thing to me where it's like the Hollywood culture, like very left progressive culture. It's weird that, you know, Tony could have done that joke on Legion of Skanks and everybody been like, all right, but because it was released in a different context,
Yeah.
and people are like, you can't joke about that. I'm like, well, clearly you couldn't. Some venues, and again, if it's still under, and not what he said. Again, I don't want to say like his set, like you
Doesn't
couldn't have just
matter.
did what he did.
It really
but
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No,
Right.
there's what all you need to know is that Cumtown has a Patreon membership that you can pay for that's more expensive and doesn't give you anything else, and it's called Nazi pricing. It's the
the truth.
same as paying the normal price.
You get the same shit, but you're donating more money and
Be-
calling yourself a
and
Nazi.
Calling yourself a Nazi. And
People want to do that.
because it's Cumtown knows that half the people that listen to their podcast are listening for the wrong reason, and the other half think that that's hilarious that they
Yeah.
have a Nazi pricing. So it's like it's just that perfect self-awareness, and then also it's just hilarious, and also obviously this is, and I don't know, I can't stress this enough because I've said pretty fucked up shit on stage before as a joke.
We all just nod and look away. Like, yep, yeah.
So
yeah.
like I can't stress enough. Obviously, Tony Hinchcliffe was making a joke. Obviously, whether or not he shouldn't have said it, and I think what he said was terrible. I would never say what he said on stage, and I've said some bad shit on stage.
so-
But it's like, it's obviously he was joking. If you don't think he was joking, you aren't a comedian or you don't understand.
So we got Johnny. Johnny's
Yeah.
actually live chatting with us, which is
Mhm.
pretty cool. He's got the Hinchcliffe clip ended up circulating the wrong parts of Twitter, likely around people who have never seen him before. The Cumtown audience goes out of their way to listen to Cumtown, and I'm like, I get
Right,
that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's true.
And I think that's what happened because it's like you know, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, oh, dude, bad joke. But then I'm like, oh, if you don't know Tony Hinchcliffe and you just see that, you're like, what the fuck? Like, now do you guys kind of want some final points? Otherwise, I was gonna switch it up some
Yes.
lighter topics. Yeah, final points.
I don't have.
Oh,
any.
switch it up. Okay.
No, I was just
I
gonna say.
just do find it hilarious to watch a ventriloquist doll go up and say slurs.
Yeah, he's
It's very
fucking
funny
terrifying.
Yeah,
to
what's-
watch
He
Tony
looks like
Hinchcliffe
a
do that.
goddamn.
Dude.
yeah, can we stop hating Tony Hinchcliffe for that?
He looks
Start
like
hating him
Char-
for every
he looks
other
like
reason?
Charlie
Yeah.
McCarthy. Like
Well, it's
his
wild.
comedy.
You never see Joe Rogan in the rafters pulling the strings, but it's like he's up there.
Yeah, that should be the only takeaway from this is stop trying to hate Tony Hinchcliffe for
yeah, he's done
that
so
set.
much more hateable
Yeah.
shit. He's done so.
Can you please
Yeah.
hate him for a bunch of other better reasons?
Block
a
of,
diva,
block
by
of
the way.
cringe. I think we should play the clip of Brody Stevens
Oh, I thought
and
you were
Tony
gonna say-
Hinchcliffe
Oh,
going
okay,
at it.
okay.
Oh, the fight.
You ever seen that? Devastating.
not,
clip. Nobody comes out of that looking good or.
They both look
That's
like
a
babies.
fun one.
They
Yeah,
both
they both
literally
look
just
like
look like
they're
babies,
like
man.
devastating.
Like
I would like to see that.
It's
like
I don't-
Tony's
I don't
calling
think
him
I'm
a
gonna be here.
hack, and Brody's like the most original comedian on the fucking planet.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
Brody's yeah.
He's literally
Not in
yelling
that
at him,
video, he's
calling him a
not.
hack, and it's like Brody's not hacking anything.
Yeah.
Like
Fair
Brody's-
enough. I'll watch it. I unfortunately I won't be here for Block of Cringe this week, but
It's okay,
I do
man.
want to get into the Would You Rather segments today.
Are we doing Would You Rather?
Yeah, we're doing Would You Rather, and I'm gonna go around. I only got 2 Would You Rather's because we got like 5 people in here, and I kind of want everybody's take. So I am going to blanket statement the Would You Rather to the table, and then I'll start. We'll go clockwise or whatever. So Elena, you're gonna be first up on these.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather your significant other switches bodies with the same gendered parent? They Freaky Friday with their parents. So
Their
like
parent?
yeah.
So it
So
would be Bud.
so it'd be Bud.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only way to get them to switch back is to have sex with one of them. What are you doing? Who you having sex with to switch them back?
Wait.
And I mean, it's not fair for you, Elena, because Zach and Bud look fucking identical. yeah.
Well,
Yeah, now you get to fuck Bud. Now you get to
yeah. Because it's Zach using dad's equipment.
honestly, a bit of a relationship ender. You know,
Yeah. Just flips the board.
What do you do? What do you do?
flips the board. Like,
mean,
I'm out.
Well, I mean, what do you do, right? So Zach's now in Bud's body, and
Yeah.
like I'm like,
Dude.
like if I want to like
You know
hang out
Bud's
with,
having a great time in Zach's body.
Yeah.
You're like, dude,
And
you're like,
so it's like I'm hanging
we
out
just
with
wake up, we're like, Zach, I didn't know you skateboarded.
yeah, but the thing is that it's like so in this theoretical, so then I have sex with Bud's body with Zach's consciousness in it.
Uh-huh.
They switch back, and then I've got to go the rest of our relationship looking at his dad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the rules.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
Y'all
the
are
rule.
stuck in each other's bodies, bro.
well, no,
Like,
they
there's no
switch
way.
they switch back after the climax, and you have enough time
No,
to run
no,
out
I'm
of the room,
saying
so
that
Bud's not
if
like
Yeah, no,
that
after the
happens-
climax, it happens after midnight as well. So you got to fuck between like long before midnight.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is that if that happened and they were like, "Quick, you gotta fuck me so we can switch back," I'd be like, "You guys are stuck. Like I'm
Okay.
not doing it.
All
You
right.
know,
Now,
like there's no
can't wait
way."
me, but-
So at that point, you're just screwing Zach out of about 40 years of life.
Yeah, you really are
and you're
killing
giving
Zach.
Bud.
I don't know. I'm
You're-
sorry, babe.
Wait.
I'd bang your
hang
mom
on.
and
Would
I'd do it if you weren't
would you
in there
bang-
either.
I was gonna say, would you bang her mom like in this scenario or as Bud?
No.
Like you just like you'd leave your mom for Elena's mom. Cause you're Freaky Friday in Bud's body. Your mom's still gonna want some action, dude.
Yeah, it's
So
kinda
now
a
you're Bud
relationship
and you
ender
gotta
all
fuck
around
your
if I
own
don't-
mom.
Yeah.
Wait, if he fucks his mom, do they switch back?
No, not at all.
How is your mom gonna
at
feel
all.
about me fucking your dad's body? You know that doesn't work.
Wait, why don't they switch back if he fucks his mom? It's the same
Th-
thing. It's a
no.
relationship.
Oh,
it's
if
part
he
of the
fu-
significant
if
other.
Zach,
It's
if
more
Zach-
incestual.
if
If
Zach-
Zach as Bud
Yeah.
fucks his mom with
Zach's own mom
with Bud's
that's
body.
outside the parameters.
Or wait,
of
no,
this game.
no. Bud would have to fuck Zach's mom.
Gives
as
birth to
Zach.
his brother and
So
his
Zach-
son.
That's not it
None
at
of it
all.
works. None of
I
it
thought.
works.
No, I'm trying to understand.
It's a love triangle of significant other and parent and you. That's it.
So, but what about the other significant other, the person's significant other?
No, at
So
that
the-
point you just be fucking
It's
somebody
too
for fun.
incestual.
Okay, so Elena's the only. So the younger party's significant other is the only one in charge.
You. So let's
Yeah.
put you in it, Tim. You, a significant other, and their parent. They switch Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
The only way
I'm
you
gonna
can
fuck anybody, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's it called? What I'm trying to understand is why, if me and my dad switch, right?
Mhm.
Now, either my girlfriend can fuck me as my dad.
Yep.
Why can't my mom fuck my dad as me
Because
and
that's-
unlock it?
I mean,
Why?
because that pussy don't got the keys.
Yeah, that one doesn't have the
It
keys.
doesn't have the keys,
The
dude.
gene pools are
In-
too close.
In what world does somebody unlock a door with one key and you go, give me that key, and then try to unlock your door?
That's one way of putting it. That's one way of putting it. But it only makes sense that if my girlfriend fucks my dad's body with me inside of it.
Yep.
That if my mom fucks my dad as my body, it would do the same thing.
Not
we're
at
just
all.
We're just being stubborn here.
You're being
I found a loophole.
We all
I don't know why you
I
want this
know.
to happen so bad the other way. you seem real into mom fucking.
Yeah, well, really all I'm trying to do.
Just say you'd fuck your mom's body.
No, because that's my dad fucking my mom's body as me.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then your
it'd still
mom's
be
having
you.
sex with her child's body, and that's gross. And that's
Yes,
why
it
it's not
is.
part of this. That's why it's not
Okay.
part
Yeah.
of this.
Oh, because that's actual incest.
Yeah, that's what I'm
why
saying.
it's
I keep
out.
saying
It
it's
wouldn't
too
work.
That's why it's
incestual.
actually-
Yeah.
All right, Trevor. Your significant other, Freaky Fridays.
I think I would do what I normally do in sticky relationship situations. But to be honest, I didn't know we were official.
oh, I
And then
thought I thought you were
Whoopsie
gonna.
daisy. I kind of just thought we were talking.
I thought you were gonna
know?
drink
And
a
then I'd
fifth of
leave.
Jaeger and see what happens.
No, I would. I'd probably just kind of leave it that way.
Yeah.
No, wait,
Yeah.
so
No, but if we're having to
New
choose,
question.
though, I
Fuck that. You can't just leave it that way. You gotta do
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You guys suck at the
or
game.
they both die immediately, or they both
I'll
turn
tell,
into
I'll tell you right
dust.
now. I'm fucking my girlfield's body, and then when they switch back, yeah,
Yeah,
when
so
they
now you-
switch back, and the mom's like, "Hey, good stuff.
Time out.
I'm here for my daughter."
Wait, no.
Like, yeah,
So
cool.
wait, no. If my girlfriend and her mom switch,
Uh-huh.
I can still just fuck my girlfriend's body.
Yeah, but
and
her mom's mind will be in there.
That's fine. That's so much better than having to fuck my girlfriend's mom with her mind in there.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know which
so-
one's better.
Fucking your
They're
girl,
both weird.
fucking the person you're used to
I-
fucking, whether it's a different soul
I
or
know
not.
that's like from a female
Whether it's
perspective.
Here's
like,
the
it's
thing.
just
Soul.
different.
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got. Yeah, Elena's
Either way,
right.
I
From the
wouldn't be able
female
to look at butt,
perspective,
ever.
a lot of differences. But from any perspective, you're giving an older soul a chance to really whirl around in a young body again, having some fun, living up the 20s again.
Yeah, I would say think on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bud's smoke show. All right. Where's Jake? Where are you going? He just ran out of the room.
What would
I
you
gotta
do,
go
Lou?
check on something.
I'll answer this real quick.
We got
I'm in full agreement with Tim. I'd rather fuck my girlfriend's body with my mom's
Right?
soul
It's
trapped
like-
inside.
I'm
It's like
there.
you know, like she can not talk the entire time, and then you just pretend.
Still got your girlfriend's voice.
It's still your fucking girlfriend.
But it's
Yeah.
not.
Do it kinky.
There's-
Tie her up
there's
and put a
no-
fucking tuck tape her mouth shut or something.
There's
my
no-
Do it kinky. That way she
You
can't
say,
be.
Blindfold.
sorry,
weird.
mom.
There's no part of me that would rather have sex with my mom's body just because my girlfriend's soul
It's
is
your
trapped.
girlfriend's
Oh, I really.
mom's body.
Not
That's
your
what
mom's
I
body.
really-
Your girlfriend's mom's body.
No.
So it's also
Oh.
somebody you've probably been jacking off to for the last couple of years.
I'd still rather fuck my girlfriend with her mom's
You know
body
what?
trapped
I
inside.
think I did fuck this up because I said their parent. It should have been your parent.
That's what I thought it
yeah,
was.
Yeah.
Because that makes it extra
So
fucked up.
Well,
Elena, it wouldn't be
definitely-
Bud. It'd be your dad with Zach in
Oh.
it. Your dad would. That's what.
Whoa,
Way worse.
bro. So now my girlfriend's my mom.
Yes.
They're turning to stone. I'm not.
Yeah,
they're turning to
that's
stone.
what
I'm
I'm
not gonna
saying.
we
fucking.
like
Dude,
you
that did
guys
not-
were confusing me, and I fucked it up because I
'Cause
thought
I
it'd
will
be
for
Zach
sure
and
fuck
Bud.
any of my girlfriend's moms. I
Okay.
will fuck
Okay.
all-
No, I meant it. You like they turn into your parent, so your significant other turns into your parent.
Now
So
here's the kicker.
Zach turns into Elena's dad. Elena's dad turns into Zach.
Here's the kicker.
All right.
I date old ladies a lot.
Okay.
Now I've dated ladies who have kids.
Yeah.
What if my girlfriend gets Freaky Friday'd with her kid?
Nah, no chance.
Do I have to fuck that
No,
kid? Do I have to?
no,
fuck
you don't. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta call Steve Hansen, Harvard Law, and then you might end up on a Chris Hansen show. All right. So we are gonna go. We're gonna go to the next one. Oh, Abby Lemke saying, "Let the woman speak." I'll totally get what Elena's trying to say.
She texted me too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're cutting you off.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
No,
I just don't. No, yeah. Overall, definitely avoiding
Anyways,
fucking.
I think that-
close to my dad.
Oh, man.
Fucking bad boy, Trevor Tress. All right, second one, and then I am.
totally cut her off.
Yeah, I know.
You're totally gonna stop her from
I
saying
was
what
gonna
you
say
saying
we're
now.
just
That's
fucking.
fine.
All right, go
Totally.
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't have anything to say. What's
What
the
the
next
fuck?
question?
Surprise.
I really do. That's the thing. Like some people are like, "Oh, they're cutting you off," and I'm like, "I just don't have anything to say."
I was
guys."
actually kind of
I like
rambling.
it.
Yeah,
I was
guys,
actually-
Elena can be boring and a woman. It's
yeah,
fine.
bro. God, treat me equally. Go ahead.
No, we're all getting
Let
cut
Louis
off
talk.
just as much. People will just notice a woman getting cut off
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's like when
Elena has stepped on my toes 1,000 times.
I mean, punch 100 guys. All right, no, yeah, all right. The joke, bad joke. All right, second, would you rather? And then I got to bounce, and you guys can get a block or cringe. Would you rather get an awesome hand job from your grandma or give a horrible hand job to your grandpa?
They're both gonna turn to stone. I'm not. These are horrible, dude. Oh, that's freaky.
Them's the game.
I have one grandpa that's not related to
Get?
me by blood.
Or is it give? Yeah, but I mean, they gotta be alive. We can't just cheat.
Nobody.
I didn't
that
know
would
listen, I was
just
talking to
sailed under the radar for everybody. Elena just goes with the confidence of an answer. Just goes, well, I've got one grandpa who's not related by blood, and I'm just like, that's incredible. So it's like Elena's gonna be ripping a jewel, just stroking a knot. Like
I can actually get into this. I
My
can
grandpa might be watching.
kick back the lazy boy, Graham.
He supports me. No, he's like a real grandpa, though. He supports me.
well,
He'll be
then
watching.
don't say
I
he's
would
not blood
nev-
related.
Well, he's not. He adopted my dad. And I also have an estranged grandfather. So I've got multiple options.
I'm just saying, you bringing up a lot of grandpa stuff.
But yeah, no. I don't want to answer.
Awesome,
Go ahead.
awesome handy from grandma, or give a horrible handy to your grandpa.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one because it might be hard to make my grandpa come. He's old. So it's like, how
what I
long
was
is this
gonna
hand
say.
job?
Yeah.
If you're not
Well,
gonna
it's
come?
part of it
I can
being
close my eyes
horrible.
and make myself bust.
Dude,
Like,
can you imagine? It's horrible for a platitude of reasons. One, he is not going to get hard for a while, especially if it's a not homosexual grandpa. It's your grandpa.
He's definitely
and
calling
just-
you some slurs while you're doing it.
Yeah.
All grandpas are homosexuals.
Yeah, right. Right. And just absolutely nothing about it is going well. I think you got to go with grandma, because part of it being awesome is it's somehow going to be awesome.
I think that we're in a win-win right now. Well, for me in particular, because both my grandmas are dead, and I've only got one grandparent left, and he's almost 100 years old. So if I choose the grandpa, he'll just be asleep the whole time, and I can just like take a bunch of.
He'll think you're
Xanax.
changing him.
Yeah, he'll be confused. He won't know what's going on. I'll just black out on
Hang on.
Xanax the whole
Did
thing.
you
will be
just
over.
say you can pretend you're changing him?
No, I
So
said I
you're
don't think
you're
you'll change.
adding little fucking play to this?
Hey, I went to Larry,
Oh,
so
well,
I
and
know
then,
the
like,
tricks.
maybe a little bit of twist to the rules.
Yeah. No twist.
A little twist to
No
the rules.
twist to
No,
the
no, no.
rules.
Because if I'm still able to choose my grandma instead of doing my grandpa who's just completely lost at this point.
Yeah.
Can I choose any age grandma? Because I only knew my grandma as an old lady. If you just show me 1930s grandma when she's like 22,
Yeah, am I time traveling?
time traveling
my time-
granny,
Not at all. Well, you try
that's
time
barely
traveling.
granny at that point. That's a totally different woman.
We're
No,
talking
you're
about
not
a
time
lot
traveling.
No, you're getting jacked off
Elder-
by the
elder
last
rape
alive
is
version
what
of
we're
your
talking
grandma. The most recent alive version.
I choose jack off grandpa.
Would you rather jack off your own grandfather or get jacked off by your own grandmother?
I'm taking the hand job.
Bingo, baby! Fucking yeah.
Jay strapped it. Getting a handy.
He
Getting a
quickly
handy.
came to that conclusion. I just want to point that out.
What's up?
Nothing. I said he quickly came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Quickly come to that grandmother hand job.
Because it's an awesome one.
Exactly.
By
It's
the
gonna
way,
be
it's
hard
awesome.
to make grandpa bust. It's gonna be.
Loving and nurturing, like she's gonna be great.
Definitely going to be tomato soup and cookies afterward.
On grilled cheese.
Tomato soup and cookies.
I want a grilled cheese. Just, grandma, put your trousers back on. Just, all right. I have.
Speaking of things that make you want to vomit,
Yeah.
we are approaching 11:30.
I was gonna say I think it's about time to go ahead and get into the blocker cringe. Oh, and then Abby Lamb keep bringing up the sword again, going, you accidentally cut her off a few times, but it wasn't super noticeable. Evidently noticeable to bring it up a couple times. Yeah, you bring it. It's also funny how you never bring up how she fucking stuffs on our shit. I'm just saying.
Only women get on podcasts.
Okay, so that
I think
was
I said
fun.
8 words this show.
In the comments, let us know if you'd. Yeah, right.
I just want to make sure.
Hi,
Trevor-
everybody.
What?
Let us know if you jack your grandfather.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if
Yeah,
you.
fucking sound off in the comments if you jack off your grandpa.
Yo, let it rip if you're getting a handy from grandma.
Yo, have your grandparents like, comment,
Yeah.
sub.
Hit a thumbs up if you'd get jacked off by your grandma, and smash that subscribe button if you jack off your grandpa.
Yo, if you're willing to fuck your parent to put your your significant other back in their body, go ahead and hit that bell notification. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna say my goodbyes. I'm hitting the road for a week, so I'm out, and then I'm gonna let Jakey pop back in for Block of Cringe. I'll let you guys get to it, baby.
I gotta
But,
hug
alright.
you goodbye.
Yeah, I'll do that,
I'm
and
coming
then
over here
shameless
with
plugs. Just keep doing what you're doing, everybody. I love you. I will see you next morning show.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Louis
have
Michael.
fun.
Stand-up comedian Louis Michael, everybody. Have a good trip.
Have a good one.
I want to empty from the table. I feel like we're what's up.
It's you
right
and
now.
I. We got this.
I'm
Just
back, dude.
All right.
I'm back. Also,
Hey,
I didn't like
we're
how you
back.
shamed me for coming to that conclusion so quick. That's a
sorry.
fair conclusion. I get
No,
to
I came to the
I get to
conclusion quick,
bust.
too.
I don't have to touch my grandfather's dick. I feel like that's a fair assessment of the situation. Am I going to be grossed out about getting jacked off by my grandmother? Of course.
I was honestly
Of
just trying to
course.
deflect from myself because when Louis asked me, I immediately went, "Well, I have one grandpa that's not."
Yeah,
blood
there was one
related."
grandpa. She was
And so
really
I
excited to jack
yeah,
off.
so I really needed to like put the heat on you, and I'm sorry, but
At one point
We're in
during the
this
riffing,
together.
I felt
Can I-
pretty uncomfortable. As someone who is attracted to their grandma, I thought it was kind of fucked up that we were making fun of that kink. Thought this was,
Sorry, I didn't mean to kink shame, dude.
It's fine, man. It's
Whatever you're into, man.
Whatever.
Freak.
This week's block of cringe. It's more than we would normally have, but they're shorter. So more concentrated. Per usual. A few different flavors. Kind of a medley, I would say. Sweet, spicy. I don't remember the other spices, but I don't know how long it's going to take to come up, and I'm going to kind of keep talking, keep the dead
Keep
air
talking
out.
it up.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's weird. As soon as Lou leaves, we're like, all right, how do we keep no dead air?
Let's roll
it
that
moving.
ball
We're
a
going
little
into
bit
It
farther.
should be the one that says 5:15.
Which for the
He's
listeners
got it.
is
He's getting
today's
it pulled
date.
up.
For those of you who, I don't know if you watched this segment before, this is the Blocko Cringe. Every single week we pull up some clips for you. This week I've got some great ones. This first one, older gentleman, blue mohawk, as you do.
It's one of the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, in TikTok, and this is kind of the weekly lesson in TikTok culture, you can actually share comments from your videos and put them on your new TikToks, and it leads the way for some really great communication between people. So someone said, Halloween, dude, take a shower, bro. You look like you rolled around in dirt, bruh.
Okay.
Bruh.
And this is his response to that. That's what we're coming in at. So we've already kind of missed the war. This is the fallout.
You know what? Last year I skipped my annual shower.
Bro, the summer
Fucking
tea.
rules.
Dude.
Wow, the spitting really threw me off. I wasn't expecting all that.
Skipped my annual shower.
Something
guys-
about
I like his
spit makes for
attitude.
good cringe.
I love
think.
anyone spitting with summer teeth. You guys, have you heard of that term before?
Was that?
Can we do an
It's
insert?
summer here, summer there. And so you call them
Summer teeth.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it
Yeah, I
reminds
want
me
to
of
see
when-
that again. I like this guy.
You guys ever lose a tooth and then try and spit water through it in the shower? That's what this reminds me of. Go ahead.
You know what? Last year I skipped my annual shower.
It's just there's
What are
so
the
much
necklaces
of it.
that he is wearing?
I don't know.
What?
Back it up.
Are they dog tags?
Scotty
They're like,
Senatore.
one's a nice chain, but it looks like a Swiss Army knife. The other one.
It could be. I mean, he looks like he lives a combative lifestyle.
I kind of just like the fact that he's owning that he's a dirtball.
Yeah, I
He's
kind of like it
yeah,
too.
that's
all you
who
can.
I am, bro. I'm 80 and
No,
I have
I-
a blue mohawk. What are you expecting?
I don't think he needed to spit down on his phone because he had to spit on his phone for that video.
He's got a case. He's fine.
okay. This next video is complex. That's all I'm gonna say. I would say this is the. I don't really know how to feel about this one. Basically, we've got a young fella here. I'm not sure. This is TikTok abroad. I don't want to spoil it too much, so I think we're kind of just gonna we're just gonna kind of watch it.
This isn't the Tony Hinchcliffe video?
This is not the Tony. No. So yeah, this is Tony Hinchcliffe doing a new bit. Anyways, just play it and we can kind of unpack it later.
Hey, you, what the man?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah. So that's that on that.
What the fuck?
I watched that.
Trevor,
dude.
you are making me, dude. I have my work cut out for me next week. Holy shit!
Yeah. So that one I think is funny.
That was banana.
Because it's
I mean,
like
play it-
everything was against me. I'm like, stop Asian hate, you know. But then that guy seems pretty hateful. I know that Black Lives Matter, and that doesn't seem very respectful to them. So now I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What's
play
the
this
reference
again.
With the chain? Like I don't understand.
Is he
don't
is he
know. It's a
putting the chain
stereotype.
on and then turning black? Is that what's
Yes,
happening?
that's
Oh
the
my
video.
goodness!
Science works.
All right,
That-
play this again
This
because
is the
that was
most complex-
crazy.
This is.
Now, is it a real chain or is that paper clips? I
Those look like
can't tell.
paper
I
clips.
cannot tell. Like,
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We won't.
Tim, those are Cuban links.
You, what the man?
if you'll notice, that's a different necklace. That's a different necklace
He
when he
did
turns
throw-
into the
yeah.
black guy. Yeah, the
Those
chain's
bleeps are
gone
all
and now it's a
N-words.
necklace.
Yeah.
I like how he went as far as to put on blackface, but he's like, I'm still gonna censor the N word in this. I can't
Well,
get
and
away
the
with
lyrics
that.
are in. I don't know if that's Japanese or Chinese.
I was gonna make a joke,
Okay. Probably.
I
Here's
kind
the
of want
thing,
to
I don't
hear
know
it
what
now.
to say about this because I feel like
Okay.
whatever opinion you have on it is incorrect, and so I'm like, okay, we'll just kind of take it for what it is, which is horrific.
Can't believe you bleeped all those chings and jumps.
Jeez, oh, Fates. God damn it.
Fuck, dude.
There's no easy transition out of this video. So I think we kind of just saw what it was.
Yeah,
And
no, I liked that. That was good.
this next one, this honestly keeps me awake at night. This video is called "How to Get Your DS Games Working."
I love
This
this
guy's got
game.
Brain Age 2. It's not working for him, so he's gonna show us kind of his strategy to make it work in the Nintendo DS. So if you want to.
Working. You take this and you do this.
I don't like that.
Then you put the game in. And now you got the game working.
Okay, you can pause it.
Oh,
This
I
next.
thought that was the same guy.
So, not a lot of commentary necessary there. I just thought it'd be a nice little tip for everybody. If you're playing DS at home, Brain Age 2 specifically, and it's not working, you just kind of.
I
Rub
gotta
it on
be
your
honest.
teeth.
That was a total brain age move to rub it on your teeth.
Right. You're
He
like,
probably his
This guy's
brain,
thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this problem solving.
pure mental fortitude.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
yeah.
plaque
Yeah,
is a-
you need
plaque
bad
They
is
teeth
a
gotta be very
conductor.
sharp. You gotta get the decay off.
Yeah, I say plaque is a good conductor. It's like kind of like putting tinfoil in with your batteries. Go ahead.
This next one, let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, this next one was for Tim specifically. I knew Tim was going to be on the show, and so this next one goes out to Tim. It's a good one. It's wholesome. Zach, if you want to roll that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I knew it was gonna. Yep. I knew it was gonna be a fart. I knew it was.
All right.
You see,
Bluetooth Husky.
Can you send me that video? Because I'm just trying to build like a whole file for reasons
An
to have a furry
emporium.
holocaust that we need to get rid of furries for real after seeing that video now.
Yeah. So, like I said, that one's for Tim. I know how much he's, you know. You sure?
Yeah.
I think we could watch it. No, I'm just kidding. This next one. Oh yeah, this one is. I have no words for this. Just go ahead and play it, and we'll unpack it later. That's the whole thing.
Hello.
Looks like elephantitis of the hand.
Giant deformed hand.
I have no
Is
idea.
it real?
I have no idea.
It looks gelatinous.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I tried to guess. No words. I have nothing.
Wow.
So this is the mystery cringe.
I will tell you, his outfit fucking sucks.
Yeah,
now he's wearing
not-
camo with the Adidas joggers and red shoes.
Yeah.
Nothing
His
matches.
drip is bone dry.
So that if we're cringing for that reason, I very much so understand what's going on in the video.
Yeah, the hand doesn't bother me. It's this dude's fashion sense.
Yeah, I'd never make fun of somebody's physical appearance unless it's a choice by dressing. that
Unless
way.
it's hilarious.
Right. This one, every week I kind of like to have a slow burn, you know. There's nothing in your face about this one, but I think it is kind of a nice, just to peer into a world. So if you just kind of take this scene by scene, you know, there's the 2/5 of Malibu. There's just all those mystery cans. Anyway, you can just go ahead and roll it, and we'll just kind of see where it goes.
Hello, it's King James again. I'm here to tell you that I'm the king, and I'm going to introduce you to someone. See, this is my brother, Night Owl, Willie. He posts on his thing, NightOwl_74. Sorry for the
leg
ugliness,
shake.
y'all.
It's a
And
leg,
his
dude.
little
The whole
backboard
leg.
up there from Blazes Queen. That's my little sissy poo. And there's Dog, and the one outside is Tucker. So that's my little family. So there you go.
It's definitely like a weird, creepy whippet den. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely like a.
Like, is it nothing?
Garden shed.
Nothing about the video itself, in my opinion, is that's just two guys being like, "Hey, watch our stuff," you know.
Hey, just so you know, this is us. This is
Right.
I just think
and
the funniest part was this is my brother Night Owl.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
that's
think
what made me.
his
That's what
name.
got me.
I just like how it's how sincere it is. Yeah. No efforts were made at all to embellish
It's also
anything. It's just King James and Night Owl just vibing.
True kings.
You know, just
It's also nice to see a giant man with restless leg syndrome. It makes me feel good. I'm like, I'm not
oh,
the only one.
absolutely.
It's not burning calories like you think.
This next one is tough. So this is from what I've kind of gathered. This is a Christian TikToker. Christian TikTok, you know it. You know how it would be. There's not a lot of them left, but the ones that are, they're on TikTok. From my understanding, this guy commented basically saying, "Hey man, I like your videos even though they're Christian, because as a Muslim, you know, we have the same goal, and it's to pray for God," which is
I feel like his response
Adorable.
cannot
It's the very
be good,
coexist,
though.
you know,
Right.
like response.
so. In response to getting this compliment, this very like sincere compliment from someone from a different background, this was his response to it.
Bro, but no, not even close. See, Muhammad is dead and Jesus is very much alive. I've called out your religion once and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do it again. Islam is a lie.
That line,
By the
can you
way,
pause
not
it?
all religions have
That line is so goddamn savage.
I've called your religion out once, and I gotta do it again.
That is ice.
you guys just
fucking
did, you didn't get the
cold,
first
bro.
one. You want some more.
The
So,
guy got
I
a
like how he's
compliment.
like-
He's like, "Oh, we're gonna
by
do
the
this
way,
again."
your God's fucking dead,
I like how
dumbass.
he also thinks their god is Muhammad.
Yeah, it is just a belligerent. Like it's. Anyways, he
Go
goes on.
Muhammad is dead and Jesus is very much alive. I've called out your religion once and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do it again. Islam is a lie. And by the way, not all religions have the same goal. I'm coming to you out of love because I truly believe Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. The only way. Christianity does not line up with any other religion like that. We only believe, the only truth is Jesus Christ.
This is the least accepting shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
But sorry.
I just waiting for
I
him.
love you, but sorry. He sounds like he's breaking up with him.
I totally expected this video to end with him being like, and don't even get me started on the Jews.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh my
I do like
God.
when he said Jesus Christ, it sounded like it was added in post. Like,
I've got to get a more epic take of me saying Jesus Christ.
The first time he said David Duke, and they're like, "Oh, we got to change it."
Yeah, David Duke is very much alive.
The only way to heaven is David Duke.
Muhammad
so
is
yeah.
dead and David Duke is very much alive.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. I think it's cool to respond to compliments on the things that you're doing, with just a complete decimation of a religion.
Actually, your faith's a lie. Sorry, bro.
Can you imagine if someone came up to you and was like, "Hey, man, nice set," and you're like, "Actually, I was the only good comic today. Your set was dog shit." Anyways, this isn't really the cringe of the week. I think this is kind of hilarious. But anyways, kind of the scene here, you know, we've got this gentleman in a Teletubbies costume. It seems like he's had a bit of an evening. That's the setting. It is what it is. We can just kind of take it in.
How's it going? Had a big night?
Oh, man.
That's the whole
Big
thing.
night?
I've seen that video before.
Oh, man.
How's it going? Had a big night?
Jeez, oh, Pete.
This man escaped.
Yeah, I just kind of feel bad for this dude.
Oh.
That might not be shit, actually. Like,
That
it
kinda looks
does
like
look like he
blood.
kind of
It's like
sat down in
barbecue
something.
sauce.
It's way on the
Yeah.
outside. It's like very far
That's
on the
kinda
outside.
what I
It's
was
bled
thinking.
through far too much for shit.
And
in
it's
the
almost
pants.
red, like a reddish brown. It kind of looks like he sat on some ribs.
He might have sat on something.
Or like
Sat on
vomit.
some ribs.
He might have sat.
Yeah, he
He might
probably
have
just
like
sat
leaned
on
back on
something.
like a fucking telephone pole, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
that somebody else had like wiped their ass on.
It's just a-
Depending on the city, that's not crazy.
in my opinion, the shit seems too on the outside of this costume.
if it's New
for it to be
York,
shit
it's
in
probably
pants.
somebody
A
else's
little on the
shit.
nose. What's that?
If it's New York City that this city is in, it's definitely
probably-
somebody else. He
There's
sat in
palm
somebody
trees.
else's dude.
I thought it was Vegas.
Oh, okay.
palm
Still,
trees behind him.
probably someone
Gotcha.
else's.
It sounded like
I
a
mean,
guy had
Vegas.
an
That would
accent.
add up for Vegas too, though.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, so that's the block this week. Not too long, but you know, jam packed. I thought with some fun little videos. Thanks for watching along with us,
The cringe of the week
everybody.
was definitely that Asian dude. I mean,
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
very
one-
much so liked that video. I hate the Christian TikTok.
oh, that one. Was
Yeah,
actually,
I would
I'm
say
sorry,
the Christian TikTok
one.
was definitely cringe of the week.
Yeah. So so that was that on that. How do we want to wrap up the
guys
show?
wanna do
Lou's
shameless
not
Yeah,
here.
shameless
so-
plugs, and we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I
mean,
think that's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Elena, you got
All
any plugs?
right. I am Elena Bamfield. I will be at Burrow and Sprague at 7 p.m. this coming Wednesday. If anyone wants to come watch that, that would be cool. I have a podcast, Leave Me Alone. I will have someone on my podcast for you guys to listen to tomorrow. So check that out. Trevor Tress.
just keeping up the Michigan comedy bad boy thing. Please do it. Otherwise, my feelings will be very hurt. I'm very sensitive. I do stand up at different places, and you can, if you're friends with me or you give a shit about my existence, you can come to one of those. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm dog shit. Comedy, yeah.
My name. This is Tim Hill here, everybody. Hello. I have a podcast called Whorehouse. It's pretty bad, but if you listen to it, I appreciate that. We're late on an episode right now because my podcast shit's packed up to move to San Diego. And then if for some reason there's anybody on the West Coast, just come and see me at Madhouse. I'm there every night after I get back.
Woo.
Hell yeah. I'm Jake Ford. You guys can check out my new EP on Spotify. Be dropping new music soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's all the plugs I got. So keep tuning into the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube page, and we will be back next Saturday for the morning show. Hopefully on time next week.
And we're going to be naked.
We had some technical difficulties this morning, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
You got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, Zachy, you got any plugs? Zachary coming in with the plugs.
Hey, what up? gamers. If you want, you can follow my YouTube and Twitch. Louis got me into streaming again. I'm gonna do a little bit of streaming. Probably some slow paced stuff, and I'll probably just say some stuff to try to get myself canceled. Get in there with Tony. Speaking of Tony, I'm gonna be opening for Tony at your closest comedy venue. We're going on a world tour. Mostly in Beijing is where most of our shows are going to be. Pretty cool. And my YouTube, I got some real funny videos. They have a lot of views because we're very successful. And everything that we do is very successful. And anytime anybody gets shouted out by us, it's more impactful than anybody could ever be shouting us out. So that's just a little reminder too.
It's better than the Rogan bump, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks so much, and follow me on Twitter at Joe Rogan Official.
Thank you for us hitting 200,000 million subscribers.
Yeah, that's a huge milestone for us. 200 mil.
Yeah.
200 mil. We're basically PewDiePie 2.0 now.
Yeah. Thank you for the 8 billion people that watched last episode's morning show. And we'll see all 8 billion of you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Smash that.
Bye-bye.